Welcome back to match day 3 of Division 2 of the Simulation Soccer League. We continue on with the same ones you had last match day of this Division 2. Socc and Sarah, the voiceless creator, here with you. And Sarah, a lot of things to dissect with 4 teams right now on 3 points and 0 goal difference. And a couple of them are facing off tonight.
Yeah, no, it's we're already 3 games into the season. I think this is the quarter wave mark. If I'm no, there are what I want to say 14 games in a season, so nearly there. But yeah, great games in front of us. Still winless for Kaapstad, unfortunately, but they have a chance to rectify that today. But in front of us right now, we have Montreal and Accra.
Yep.
Accra FC.
Now, already we're seeing early chances here for Montreal, as I believe it was Casual in front there who tried a shot, but that one was turned away. Already a couple of yellow cards been handed out to Accra with Llewellyn and Tucker.
Yeah, Accra today are lining up in a bit of a strange formation. This is a asymmetric 3-5-1-1, I want to say.
Looks like it from what I have on here, but
it looks like a sword.
Yeah, I guess it does look like a sword. There's a shot right on there by Funyuns. Looked to nearly find the top corner, but saved there by Hannibal King.
Yeah, you'll see that Montreal on the top
Short ball here.
right.
Sorry, I just had to cut you off there as it looked like Freddie was trying a shot right on from a direct free kick, but was offside.
Can't believe you cut me off for an offside Socc. How could you?
I thought it was on.
How could we know? I was gonna say. What we do know though is Montreal playing in a 3-4-3 wide. Those 3 center backs, they have those wing backs as well.
Just having a bit of an issue with our broadcast here. Hopefully we can bring that up to speed shortly. Like
we're back!
On. Yeah. As soon as we say up to speed shortly, we just immediately come on. Wonderful work that our broadcast team does. Here's Tucker sent through. Great save. Duke was sprawling to get to that. Pushing it back past the goal line. Aradian to whip it in and headed away there by Cinnamon. Right away from danger. 31 minutes in. Still no one has cracked the keepers yet, though hasn't been much trouble from either side, even with the 3 at the back that we've seen.
So Montreal and Accra both sitting on 3 points each through 2 matches so far. Winning a loss on both sides.
Yep, no draws thus far in Division 2. That attempt was blocked and cleared away. Try and defend out this one. They look like they've had the majority of the flow of the game go against them thus far. Mathieu finding Wartooth. Go to Funyuns, now Vilk. Back out to Wartooth. Just found Freddie, and Freddie decided to head it back to Hannibal King. Of course, Montreal United do have the +2 goal difference advantage. Currently do sit in the promotion spot, though if they do drop this game, they would absolutely be out of it, as here's Tucker sent through on a run, but wide to his right. Really trouble Brian Duke, because another yellow card has been handed out here. 5 cautions already in this match. I'm very worried about the potential sending off here. On a second yellow card is Casual. Launches one through to find Manone. King has Vinny post covered and knocks it out for a corner.
You might be worried. I'm excited for it. Give me the red. Give me some chaos today. If we start the stream with chaos, you know the rest of it will be, right?
Don't know how true that's held, considering I do remember that 12-3 game. But either way, Pedersen nearly creates some of his own when he comes through for a shot, but King tipped it over the top. Tried to whip it in, and then it was cleared out. And before Tucker can make a run, blow the whistle for half time, and Not a lot to speak of thus far in that match. Definitely, as I stated, Flo has been with Montreal, but haven't been able to capitalize on her opportunities just yet. Only the 3 shots on target.
Yeah, a bit of a tug of war defensively between both sides. Not much offensively going for Accra on their 40%. I think they only had 2 or 3 shots in the general direction of Montreal's net, one of them being on target. Montreal really able to control the flow of this game, but Accra, I'm sure, are happy not to see anything go into the net after their last match against against Tokyo in the Cup. Reminder for those who did not watch that, it was a 9-0 win for Tokyo.
Absolute trouncing there. Second half underway. I don't believe we saw any changes to either side, so playing as they are, as that was attempted to be found for a through ball there, but nothing doing. Montreal again just finding the majority of her opportunities, but here is Accra with one. 4 shots, none of which were really troubling Hannibal King, so we are just in for the long haul with this one. Shankinger finds Deanne. The through ball finds Taka, another chance for him. Blocks Machu out for a corner. Tries to whip it in again, but Fanta Ben's nearest defender ends up heading that one away. Only now gone in this match.
Something I'm surprised to see by, or lack of, is the attack down the wide hand side for Montreal. They're playing in this wider formation, this 3-4-3 with the wide backs and wingers. So you would expect there to be some sort of overlap on that wide hand side, either side, to be honest. But it's just not happening.
They just try to attack from the left edge via Pedersen, so maybe if they could just swing one over like they might be attempting to do so now. Going to find fun. It does go back to the left edge there with Pedersen. Pedersen over the top. Looking for casual. The header was on, but was there for it.
Just kind of like how I drew up there, that's exactly how that play occurred. That overload on that left-hand side, able to find an opportunity for the winger out wide. So maybe they just need a little more time to find a way to make it click.
Accra looking to attack that same Pedersen edge. As the center of Ozoni finds Berbatov, then Cad, and Tucker's shot is wide.
Tucker playing in the attacking midfield position for this formation for Accra. So not the primary striker, but with Berbatov playing as a more false 9 sort of role, we're going to see him take those shots.
Yeah. He's been the main man, I think, for taking the shots, but accuracy for me hasn't been there thus far.
No, it hasn't.
It away once more, that time by Shankinger, but Fantabens was able to clear it up and quite close to the area. Good tackle though by Kamoyatu, and he'll be able to run that one down the flank, at least for a little bit, before he turns around and decides to play it into the center.
Though I will say it's not for a lack of effort. Tucker is their primary goal scorer this season, 3 in all competitions so far.
I believe all 3 of those have come from Division 2. As Casual will whip it again to the left edge of Pedersen. Deanne moves to cover. Ground cross there for Manone. Was blocked out there by Whittington. Parker looks to play out from the back.
He'd be correct.
Larry here with the high press.
He's currently tied second with 3 goals in Division 2.
Impressive. Might be looking to make a push for the golden boot, but it's a long way to go there as he is Casual trying to turn on Freddie. A long shot, but never really troubled King.
Well, I'll tell you what will help that, Socc. A goal here today. That would help his chances at that golden boot, and I'm sure it'll help Accra's chances at a win as time ticks away.
Big if true. 80th minute corner here for Funyuns. Trying to find Casual, but was headed away by who it was. But either way, it's ended up with Tucker, and Tucker has gone on a long run here, basically unchallenged. The shot was on that time, but Duke was able to comfortably gather it in.
A little bit of disrespect from the Montreal players here. That's the second or third time they've let Tucker on through on net and just let their keeper take care of it.
Oh, well, I suppose when you have Brian Duke in net, you kind of just put your trust in him as Bunyan's trouble zone here, but couldn't win the ball back. Berbatov goes to Kamoyatu, and now with Tucker. Tucker 1-on-1. That time with Chu, his second block on Tucker, and a very scary attempt, and another corner kick. The end. Try to find Whittington. Headed out by Mathieu. Gets back there for it. Ball now for Kamoyatu. Now Llewellyn. Ready now to Berbatov. Berbatov has a lot of space on the right edge. Back that way with Freddie.
Here's a potential overload on the right-hand side now.
I'm going to try and switch it around, but Jersey
No.
Motor gets the interrupt.
So a theory, both teams are employing single striker formations, but also employing 3-back defense.
Yeah, Cinnamon shot. Oh, great save, King, but it was
It's
offside. On Mathieu, actually, and that will mean
that should do it, yeah.
first game will likely be a 0-0 draw. The referee is allowing play to continue here. That's one last chance for Accra. Tucker's in here. He's in the area. Ball in field. And just decided to whistle it dead there. That will be curious, but either way, a foul-filled game. 8 yellow cards handed out. 5 to Accra, 3 to Montreal, and those were the only real things I've known in this match.
Well, I've added the referee battery watches to the list of items to be buying this weekend. It seems our referee's clock ran out of juice midway through, and that's why the game ran a whole minute over extra.
Perhaps he realized he probably should have whistled it dead sooner and just decided then and there was a time, but either way, Accra didn't really find a lot of success with their crossing in that match by the looks of things. I think it went 1 for 17 in that match and didn't find anyone in the middle.
Yeah, which is really funny because they have a really centralized sort of formation, right? They have a lot of bodies in the middle, and they couldn't find a way to make it work. They couldn't get past Motor or Funyuns.
Neither of them were able to get there.
But you know what? The streak is over. We have finally gotten our first draw in Division 1. Due to, I apologize.
What is this, Division 12?
I don't even want to begin to think about that.
Oh no, we really just can't really be speaking to those fates as we'll look forward to this next match here. It's going to be Reykjavik United taking on Inter London in this one. I promise I didn't time that way.
Reykjavik and Inter London, both teams, again, 1-1 on both sides, or 1-0-1 on both sides. Win and a loss for both teams, so 3 points each. Inter London having the better goal difference of 1 goal, as opposed to Reykjavik's -1 currently. But I'm sure Reykjavik will be looking to fix that right away.
Yeah, and I would actually like to issue correction here. I thought Reykjavik were one of the teams that were at 0 goal difference. They are not. And I'm confused with Red Star Laos, who I thought were at -1. So correction from me on that front. None of the teams that are actually at 0 goal difference right now are facing each other. All of them, well, I mean, one of them will stay the same, the sort of though Accra, but let's see if Reykjavik will produce a different result here as the long ball launching for dives in a lot. Providing a little bit of pressure here, of course. I think of one game back in Division 2 where O'Rourke was playing for Kaapstad and won a 91st minute goal thanks to a slip from Bob Dives in a lot.
Oh, that was so long ago now.
Yeah.
Can't believe it's been so long.
It's strange to think about. There's a cross in there from McGurk to Clements and the header was on, but saved there by Lua.
So we have Reykjavik coming out in a 4-2-4. The Caesar formation they've employed before. They played this in Matchday 2, I believe, in the Cup as well. This employs the double defensive mid-pivot.
Hold on one moment. As Clements fires one in from outside the box. It took, I think, a bounce off Ladiva right to him, and he slots one through, and it's an early 1-0 lead for London.
What a beautiful shot here from Clements. It does take a bounce, so can't take complete credit for that. Or does it? No, it doesn't. No bounce at all.
Deflection, really. Like, Ladiva tried to win the ball, but it just ended up spilling through and couldn't really sweep it up there.
No, it looked like Lua was just caught off a little off guard there. I think the majority of the team they were expecting the diver to at least stop the progress, and it didn't happen.
Long shot there, Lua barely got hands to it. I mean, if you're losing to the back third like that, technically, when you should have been claiming it, can catch your defenders a bit lax, and ended up occurring there as the kick was snuffed out. Roma back to try and sweep things up, and decides to play back into neutral standing.
So Inter London employing in their narrow 4-4-2 diamond. That's a formation they employed last year as well as the majority of this season, as that was very
close there after Lotta beat the floor out to that. Good work there by Iman Zaid to get up there, but couldn't quite get the header on target. It did look like it'd have Yeboah beaten in that regard, as Belt flipped the edges here out to the floor. Inside ball, Yore trying to find Clements there. Ladiva, however, had it covered. O'Rourke, good intercept there by the floor though. Play around here, right around midfield. And we'll send a long ball in, out the floor on the run. Finds Jerry, who couldn't quite get the ball down. Ended up sending it out over the top. Clements now finds Jerry this time though. Jerry inside. Lua did get a touch on that one for a corner kick. He whips it in once more, missed everyone there, and just rolls out for a throw-in for Reykjavik. Don't see that one very often, just the entire whiff on that one, I think. Dimitrov now, another cross inside, try to find Clements, but again, Ladiva has had the number thus far of the aerial duels. So again, with that clearance. Now Andrews, trying to race by McGurk, does so, flicks it on over to O'Rourke. Defenders getting back there in numbers. O'Rourke just elects to go back to Claudio Scarpetta. Then to Hall. Angles here. Lopta, however, does have one a little in field. O'Rourke beats, dives in a lot. Now an opportunity. Yeboah near post tips it out. Corner kick. Call to take this corner. Oh, Ladiva nearly had it, but I think it was cleared off the line there by the floor. Andrew, the shot was blocked by Roma. Zaid elects to keep it in rather than go for the corner, and Millar just sends that one all the way out to the Reykjavik bench. Will take us to half-time into London with that 1-0 lead thanks to the goal from Kay Clements.
Yeah, an action-packed first half. It felt like we're moving at lightning pace. Both chances having both sides having quite a number of chances.
Indeed, they have. They've both had their opportunities, and only one team thus far has ever been capitalized on it, especially when Clements kind of got his free run and took a long shot that ended up paying off for him.
Yeah, that's his 5th goal in Division 1, 8th goal in all competitions. He's been a man in form. Currently on an 8.7 average rating through 3 matches, all competitions, of course.
Yeah, I mean, that hat-trick that he's had. Yeah, I think he had 2 hat-tricks on pretty much the same day in the Cup and in Division 2, if memory serves.
Yes, and that came against Sao Paulo.
A lot of vengeance in that one as well, given the result that they had. We spoken it last time up that London had drawn with them, as here's Pinkman now sent through. Ladiva, however, is covering and ends up making another strong tackle. It's been very impressive thus far from Ladiva. Now Pinkman ends up winning it back. Clements! Oh, what a shot! He might be on pace for 3-3. Clements has himself a double with an absolute belter.
An absolutely well-placed shot as well. You see him stop the ball here, right? And watch the touch after the pass from Pinkman. Just stops all progress, sets himself, and rips that into the back of the net. That is textbook shooting.
He just had enough time to get that one off as well, and because Scarpettas were closing in there, and he ended up just getting the shot off before anyone else could get in the way, and with that much time, it's basically a penalty from 5 further yards back. Here's Daid now in, and he hits back, gets his first of the season. An absolutely well-placed, powerful stroke again.
Masterclass in finishing from both sides today. Really, some of the best quality we've seen in Division 2 all season. And I know it's early.
And it was really good run there from Zaid to get onto that ball as well. Just really put the sword to it and beautifully struck as well. Yeboah did guess the right way, but really couldn't get anything on it. And as a result, Reykjavik hit right back following Clemence's double. He can try to find a flaw there, but was intercepted there by Claudio. The Hall and now Manone. Reykjavik will be looking to quickly equalize. It'd be perfect to get a quick strike here as O'Rourke now beating the floor.
Now floor on a yellow.
Yep. One of chaos. Found the floor being sent off would definitely be one of them as Scarpetta's cross ends up going over the top of everyone. Back out to Letitia. Ball back inside Andrews. Yeboah on the near post and Roma out to clear it. His feet, she did well there to get back, but Letitia play alive and ended up winning the ball right back and then gets another chance to run. Zaid the header, but it was very simple there, and Yeboah save.
Looked a little dangerous though. It looked like O'Rourke was trying to run into that.
Yep, Jerry Lua was stationed on the far post there to stop that one and punch it clear. Then Pinkman put a shot on that same post.
And ironically, it's the misposition that saved him there.
Yeah. Perhaps just a soul read there of what Jerry was attempting. Is now here's Andrews on a run, beating out Pinkman. Try to whip one in for Zaid, but put too much weight on it.
Yeah, look like there might have been a foul there. Certainly looked like his jersey might have been held.
Ball now back in, looked for someone, but he didn't have any opportunities, and was headed clear, I believe, by Andrews. Back though by, I believe, Dimitrov, and now Pinkman working against Dante Manone, whipped in there. Clements a shot, blocked again, Ladiva.
Clements there sniffing for his hat trick. That would make 3 and 3, like you said.
That one's cleared out there by Ladiva. Jerry trying to get back there, and the sliding tackle by Zaid as that goes out for a throw.
Speaking of sliding, Zaid, that would be his first goal of the year in the 55th minute. 4th goal of his career overall. First of the season, I apologize.
I think I did mention his first of the campaign, but away, I thought it best to reiterate. Scarpetta with 60 minutes left in regulation, headed out there by Roma. TCA, back for Hall. They're pressing up high here. London, but it might end up costing them as there we see it. Giving a little bit of room to work down the left flank. It's back to Eric Hall. Hall across in, but again headed away by Roma. Laid in wait though for that clearance. Back in once more. Lobster beat the floor to her, but Yeboah covers the post.
Yeah, dangerous chance at the far post there.
Ball again on the corner kick. Oh, right on there. And Yeboah again was staunch and hold on. Yeboah, look, just rolls it there to dives in a lot. The play out from the back here to floor. A lot of running room here. Can really turn it on when they need to. Goes back to Yorde and now Clements back to the floor again. Working well down this right edge to gain some territory. Yorde flicks back in. The floor back in for Clements. The floor again back for Yorde. Opportunity but put wide. Looked like they had perfectly worked that one out from their own half and back into Reykjavik's end, and we should have capitalized on that opportunity.
And they killed a lot of time in that drive, right? Normally we see that in a different sort of football, but it's certainly working in London's favor there.
Well, with that one, as McGurk tried to send Jerry over the top, but Roberto Scarpetta just said no with his head.
I'd like to imagine
Manone, a long whip in. O'Rourke, chance to equalize here. 3.5 minutes left in regulation. Lopta in for Zaid. Looked like he might have been fouled there, but way was just cleared out there by Yeboah.
Nervy ball playing from Inter London's defense there as it ended up having to be cleared by Yeboah.
At the floor. Try to whip another clearance in. Probably could have just held on to that and try to burn more clock out. Here's O'Rourke. This feels very familiar here. Down the right edge of their defense, but that one is headed over top there, I believe, by Zaid.
Tony Boa lets a sigh of relief go as he watches that fly over, likely having flashbacks to the last time these two teams played, as you mentioned.
Well, it would have been against Sao Paulo, but yes, either way, just about, 4 or 5 games ago that it occurred, and sort of very well sealed their fate last time out, as London will likely just look to try and hold on to the ball from here. Not give them an opportunity to even touch it. Exactly what they're going to do. Try to see the seconds out. They can get one last run in. Perhaps they can make it 3-1. Pinkman tried to do that, but couldn't do so. But with how deep it is, the referee blows full time and into London get a huge away victory, 2-1, with the Clements double over Reykjavik.
Yeah, Jay was able to pull them one closer, and Reykjavik certainly looked to push for the equalizer. At times looked good for it, but unfortunately just unable to beat Tony Yeboah, who really stepped up again. It's really hard to praise Yeboah, because whenever he plays well, Inter London plays well, right? And whenever he doesn't, they don't. So it's hard to really gauge his impact.
For the most part, I feel sometimes it will be that he's just playing out of his skin while Inter London is playing well, and vice versa, which I guess covers all 4 bases, really.
Yeah, he's still the only keeper with the MVP award, so he gets to have that bragging right, and certainly will remind the team of his importance after that match.
Indeed, as that will currently temporarily move into London into the promotion spot, but there are also other teams on 3 points that could be looking to spoil the party. In this
Yeah,
case, there'll
there's
be AC
plenty of them.
Romana and Seoul Mythic. Seoul Mythic are, of course, top of the table right now. AC Romana were one of his aforementioned teams with 1 win, 1 loss, and a 0-goal difference.
So although 2 wins on the season so far, they're looking to make it 3 today.
Well, it looked like they were going to be put to the sword early on there, but Miro Schweinsteiger couldn't get that header on target. Ryan will send the pass inside there for Okamoto and Juracek. Back out to Okamoto. Romana win it back here and just play from the back once more. Sending back Paul in a bit of a wild goose chase. Calling Piggy in the middle, or Pauling in the middle, really. Schweinsteiger trying to get down the edge, was tackled there by Okamoto, though. Soderberg. Back to the line there. Trying to cause some damage, perhaps. Tenderloin. Soderberg on a bit of a run there. Just goes for ground ball instead, though. Soderberg finds Man. Soderberg now with a bit of a run. Trying to get by Smar. Inside ball for Man! The player manager scores. First of the season for him. That one came very quickly and kind of came as a shock to all of us.
Well, Helena Soderberg delivered it to him on a silver platter. She skins both defenders here, and then she makes Smart look like a fool. What a cross. All Human had to do was be there, and he was.
Stojakovic was just kind of beaten on that one, and then it was just a simple slot to wherever it needed to be, but perfect.
Helena Soderberg on loan from Tokyo, so definitely those qualities of Division 1 training shining through.
Yeah, I mean, I think we referred to her last time out as a bully. So perhaps you could compare her to someone like, I don't know, David Warner in Australia, or I digress on that one, as a shot there was saved by Neuer.
I do think last time out she was being employed as a bully. This time out, both sides electing to line up in a 4-2-3-1. So it will be a show of quality, and so far Seoul have shown the quality they needed to score.
Yep, broke through early on here as Levert playing a fair bit further back when you want him to. He does find Milton Nunez. Working against Aloisi. He's trying to play that right flank, covering Liam Ryan. Player inside Schweinsteiger. Tyson Nunez tried to get on a run, but all it did was just bring Danny Paul back in defense. Soderberg's tackle goes right back to Stojakovic. Might have just been a back pass, honestly. But Silva finds Tyson Nunez. Inside ball. Schweinsteiger! Oh, beautiful strike there. Equalizes right back 19 minutes in.
What a wonderful team goal from AC Romana. Beautifully worked. This is what you want to see as a coach. This is how you draw it up in training, and you just love to see your team execute on it.
Oh yeah, just kind of got frozen there by a Schweinsteiger shot. Probably should have had his near post covered, excuse me. Ends
And I
up
think it
conceding
was
there.
Tenderloin who kind of mixed up the mark. You see him kind of loitering around. Mertz, that's because he lost his man.
Stojakovic was playing up there, very forward, shot right on, was saved. Nunez whipped in, Glenn Smart. I don't know how he missed that or where he missed that, but either way, it's off target. Let's try to find another inside ball, similar to the one that Seoul scored via Soderberg, but played away on that occasion. Tyson Nunez finds Schweinsteiger looking for the double. Great block, Mertz. Tenderloin cleans up. About half an hour in. Once again to counterattack. Here a check. Finds Paul inside ball. Man, oh, it was deflected and Hill. Oh, it didn't look like it might have just been spraying off target there, but it's hard to say either way. I believe it's Stojakovic that got the clearance out. Okamoto beats Stojakovic to it. Oh, it was a good tackle there by Stojakovic. Got it back to the keeper, and now the counter-attack launched here. Soderberg, oh, barely got the ball before they hit Levert's foot, but place as the referee. Referees were just on the clock a bit ago as Soderberg will try and make a launch pass to Silva. Beats the one-on-one, tries a through ball here for Man. Stojakovic looked like they had it covered, but played the block instead of the ball, and ended up getting a corner for the trouble.
Yeah, another great run by Soderberg there. AC Romana just not able to handle her dribbling capabilities.
Yeah, because it just looked like Ronaldo da Silva was beaten there for everything and couldn't keep up.
But in good news for AC Romana, that's Schweinsteiger's third goal for the season. He's good for nearly his season record. He had 4 last year.
Quite impressive. As we go to the break, we are still even one apiece thanks to the goals that we've seen. Of course, Soderberg was able to set up Hugh Mann for his first of the season, and then, well, it was Schweinsteiger who delivered his third of the season, which we're not sure how to dissect this game because I feel like it's been fairly even throughout, but it also feels
You
like
would
there
not
should be a team that's favored.
No, you'd not be wrong. Both these teams playing, ironically, the exact same formation. I don't think either team really meant it to happen that way, but they are. There's really no differences in either side. Both of them are playing with that 4-2-3-1. One of them, they both have one of those central midfielders instructed to run the field a little more, while the other one's the destroyer, right? That double pivot that works so well, and it's been very standard.
Yep. One change here. Gunnar Kennedy has come on once more for Liam Ryan.
I think on the other side of the pitch as well, it was Terrence that came in for one of the players. I'm not quite sure. I'll double check.
That once more is Latino, I believe it was there. That guy's that shot attempt. Terrence has come on, and I believe it was in place of
Stojakovic, which is an interesting change because Stojakovic has made 2 key stops so far for AC Romana. I want to see how their defense holds without him there.
As Latino shot right on there, again saved by Neuer. Terrence has earned himself a yellow card for his trouble, so Warrison there is trying to move the ball to Silva. King finds Levert, was placed on side there by Tenderloin, but was trying to take an awkward snapshot there and ended up going over the bar.
Yeah, sloppy play from all around. I'm not quite sure how that play started, and I don't think the players really know how that play ended, so we move on.
Yep. Next, I suppose, but next goal looking like it could be the winner here as Kennedy's inside. Probably could have taken a shot there. Didn't have the confidence. Oh, that's deflected in. It was off Human. I think it took a deflection off Smart, and suddenly Solar back in the lead.
We're gonna have to see a replay of that because that kind of looked like it trickled for a bit, and if I were a human manager, I certainly would alt F4 at that goal.
Oh, it took a deflection off Terrence there, and Nunez didn't get his head to it.
It just dribbled in. It just like floated into the net. That's infuriating. But at the same time, congratulations for man for being in the right place, right time.
Got goal number one just about 75 minutes ago in real time, and got another one there as King finds Schweinsteiger. He looks for an equalizer. Neuer at his near post for two Germans. Pound for pound on that one.
Not this time, says Manuel Neuer.
King trying a little run inside, blocked by Kennedy. Away by Jiracek. Man couldn't get to it though before Jeremiah could. Now trying to find Soderberg on a run here. Have an angle towards net though, and just has to flick it back, but got it past three Romana defenders to find Kennedy. Does go through the center here for Soderberg. Now Paul a long shot. Didn't really trouble Cody Hill.
Interesting decision just to rifle it on net, but he must have seen something that we didn't.
Maybe thought he could get a better shot away and didn't really strike it the way he wanted to. Tyson Nunez tried to play it in for Schweinsteiger, but cleared away by Tenderloin. Still in play for Terrence. Walks back in there now with Jeremiah. Jeremiah centering ball for De Silva. De Silva sends for Levert. Oh, he didn't get a good hit on that one, and Neuer was able to safely scoop it.
Probably a sigh of relief as well. Needs the Romana pressing for the equalizer. Quite literally.
And it would be huge for Seoul to go up 3-0 as there ended up just trickling through and was not going to bounce through for goal number 3 that time. And the potential hat-trick, even though it may have been off of Terrence, as Fast Latido tries to head it forward, but into absolute no man's land, and Neuer doesn't even decide to pick it up. Instead just plays it through for Holmberg, and then Kennedy. Now Okamoto sending through man on a run. Beats Smart. Shot saved by Hill. Out for a corner.
Still are ahead, so that's not going to hurt them too much, but Human's probably going to want that back. Had plenty of time.
Definitely could have tried to force Hill to narrow the angle perhaps as he has pulled. Trying to whip it over for man. Inside ball Okamoto. Good block by Terrence.
Ping pong play here. Was it Terrence with the clearance there, or was it Hill that made the save?
It was Terrence with the block.
Oh, good for Terrence.
And the absence of Stojakovic has stepped up in that regard as time ticking away here on regulation. Not sure how long before the official will put up for time added on here as Aloisi whipped it in. Hill decides to punch it out and ended up with Schweinsteiger. Could have been very dangerous if that ended up with another Seoul player. Could have been Vidaga perhaps.
Well, I think they were looking to try to kickstart the counter, which was a little bit, Aloisi now.
Yep, and Aloisi scores! Rocky Aloisi does put home the dagger from Helena Soderberg. Another assist for the Swede, and a beautiful play there to seal the deal.
Credit to Aloisi, what a shot. Not much Hill could do about that. He thought he was going to go near side. It was a good guess. You go one way or the other, and he just went the other way.
Have a little bit more time being taken off the clock here as Fast Latido will maybe try and get this to within one, but doesn't look like they'll have the opportunity. Seoul Mythic take a huge away win and go clear top of the standings again. Will be 3 points up in second place no matter who it is. As they take a 3-1 away win over AC Romana.
That's Aloisi's third goal of all competitions, second in the league, and the game winner for him. What a story it's been for Aloisi. I talk about it all the time, but an incredible journey for the Australian forward.
been perhaps a long time coming for him in that regard, as we see Hugh Mann getting player of the match there, 8.7 match rating with the double. Linus Soderberg also with an 8.2.
I would argue Soderberg may have deserved the player of the match award, but the brace will do it, and I'm sure all the players are just happy with the win. Like you said, it keeps them top side of the league, and they look to push themselves for promotion and hopefully to see themselves back into Division 1, something that they've been looking to do for the last 3 seasons since they've been relegated.
As we go on to the final game of the day, FC Kaapstad taking on Red Star Laos. Of course, Laos did come up with their very first victory last time out, and Kaapstad on the other side, well, I don't want to count how long it's been since they've last won a game, honestly.
Yeah, no, I was gonna speak on exactly that. Last season, both these teams shared a very unfortunate similarity, and that is the fact that neither of them won a single game.
Yep.
Actually, I apologize. Laos did win one game last year. They won one cup game last year.
Right, yes. Well, first league game is what we were really talking about here.
And if I am not mistaken, it was actually against FC Kaapstad that they have won.
Well, perhaps some measure of revenge here as Sherwood tries to put a shot on here, but that one's saved by Josh Berger at the near post.
It would certainly be the step in the right direction for Kaapstad.
Yep. And they've already put up far more, technically undefinedly more shots than they did in their last game. Last game they had 0 that they could mount against Inter London, but already they've put 3 on target and 7 shots in general. So already starting to show a bit more of a killer attack here as here's Zimmer trying to look through Strawberry. Oh, he won it back! Kevin Zimmer! What a finish that is! Top corner, unreachable for Berger.
So if it wasn't obvious before, this game, yet another bangers only sort of match.
Yeah, it was just off a mistake here. Tried to find William Thompson. Look at the placement on that. He couldn't pick it up and put it anywhere else better. That was beautiful work.
Someone called David Beckham. I've got a goal for him to review.
Here's Suarez. Oh, he tried to put the chip on Berger as he came out there. Just ended up wide as Kaapstad thus far have dominated the run of play and hold the 1-0 lead as we go to the break very early on here.
Yeah, and as we finally get a chance to breathe, I can tell you what formations both sides are playing. Kaapstad are lined up in a 4-3-1-2 narrow sort of formation, and it's working out for them so far. Like you said, they've run the match and have had the majority of the chances. Partly due, in fact, to Laos's formation. They're playing a little more of an aggressive set. They have a 4-1-3-2, which is a bit of an offset variant of a popular 4-1-4-1 that we used to see back a couple of seasons ago.
A lot of us do remember that offset 4-1-3-2 and also the years of a 4-1-4-1 that we saw as we'd have one sub here. Jakob Larsen has come on for Kaapstad and plays a player manager Scud Muffin as Suarez tried to find Zimmer for his double, but headed back by Strawberry.
I just want to make a clarification. It's Ask Manager Scud Muffin. I've been asked to make that clarification for the manager.
Well, I mean, he's still part of a managerial staff. It counts.
Yes, but apparently the terminology is important. For the manager, that is.
Fair enough then. As Ali Nagatoro's shot goes wide there.
That was not fair enough for them. That was just a little bit high.
Nope. The best chance for Laos have had since that early opportunity with Furious Chicken as here's Doug trying to look for Zimmer and a double for him. It's been quick on conversions for him. It's been 2 goals in 18 minutes.
And it kind of had that feeling, didn't it? Started out wide here and on the through ball, Doug had plenty of space, plenty of time, and just found Zimmer who loses Barry momentarily and rifles that into the back of the net on the volley. Nothing you could do as a keeper there. That's more of a team goal than anything.
Yeah, I mean, even if he did, it looked like Zimmer had inside leverage there, or outside leverage rather, just to the ball, just closer to it, and basically just hit him on the short route and was an easy slot through there. Wasn't in time. We'll find Furious Chicken. There's one right back. Easy header for him, right across the face of goal. Nothing that could be done there by Hall.
Starting to feel a little bad for our goalkeepers this match. They want to help their teams, but they're not getting the chance to.
It just seems like they've been beaten for all their worth here as Hawkavoto looks for Sherwood. Inside ball. Oh, Messi, what's that? They say perfectly timed sliding tackle. I don't believe that for a second. Didn't look like he got any of a ball. Sherwood's shot goes wide, though. Well, I'll likely have a case to answer there, the referee there, because it looked like there was a clear foul given there. Speaking of a clear foul, there's one for Strawberry as he's shown a yellow card. Sherwood, Larson, tap through on Suarez. Good save there by Berger. Ball still live. Messi is to it first before Suarez is. Heard that one before. Down, only 2 minutes to be added on here. Can Laos find an equalizer in this final 90 seconds? Charm Princess forward for Ari Nagatoro. Sent forward, but no one there. Hall comes out to boot it back into Lao half, but Chang Princess basically pongs it right back in. Rigmarole finds time. Coverage by Norris. Inside ball. Furious Chicken! Oh, the equalizer! A huge one to tie things right back up away from home.
And Dexter Hall has had a mare on the near side. What a mess!
Let's watch it there. He's tried to cover the far post, but Furious Chicken gets the soul read. Hall's Kakawefis comes back to bite him. And at the end of it all, Kaapstad perhaps will be ruining that one as Red Star Lao end up taking the away draw 2 apiece.
Yeah, goal number 2 and 3 for Furious Chicken. 2 and 3 and 4 are what they need to tie the game, and the quick fire double there from Red Star Laos in that second half was able to overcome the aggression from Kaapstad in the first.
Enough for Furious Chicken as well to get that late equalizer to earn him player of the match honors. And Kaapstad, while they were seeking that first win in a long time, and unfortunately it didn't come to pass on this one, thanks to that late goal by Furious Chicken. We'll get a look at the standings now. Seoul and Inter London now are outright clear at 9 and 6 points respectively. The top 2 of the standings, but it is a boat race close by. Montreal, Accra, and Red Star at 4. Reykjavik and Romana at 3, and Kaapstad do get their first points there, but would have loved to see a win after that Kevin Zimmer double.
Yeah, absolutely. Just going back to that last goal, as a goalkeeper, you often do cheat just a little bit to that far side to see if you can get the advantage. And unfortunately, in that situation for Hall, he cheated a little too much, gave up too much room on that near post, and was punished for it by Furious Chicken.
Yeah, well, that will about do us here for this broadcast of Division 2 of the Simulation Soccer League. For Sarah, the Voiceless Creator, for all the Simulation Soccer League staff, I've been Socc. We'll see you next time.
Good night.